Welcome to the second part of chapter 6. Mr. St. Clair had just been invited by Trevor over to their house for dinner. The following morning, early, just before his first class, it happened again. Lightning striking twice in the same place. She was angry again, and Reuben wondered if she ever settled down in between. He didn't even have to open his mouth this time because her anger was all complete, needing only to be delivered. Reuben admired that in her, envied it actually, maybe even felt tempted to ask her for lessons on how to do it. Why did you tell my boy we had to meet at our house? I didn't. In fact, I didn't say we had to meet at all. You didn't? She stopped mid-charge, obviously thrown, fired up with no target. Trevor told me to make chicken fajitas because you were coming to dinner because you wanted to talk about this project. Really? Interesting. He told me that you invited me over for dinner and he thought it was because you wanted to talk to me about his project. Well, what the heck is he doing then? She said, as if to herself, as if Reuben were not even in the room at all. Maybe he wants to talk to both of us about the project. But why not here at school? He said because you work 2 jobs and it would be easier if I came to the house. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? I'm only telling you what he said. Okay. Why is he trying to get you over then? It would be a risk to say it, but Reuben guessed that he probably would anyway. It would get her going again, most likely, which was okay because he didn't mind her anger. It was clean and it was open and you could always see it coming. Yesterday morning he asked if I was married. And then he asked me if I'd like to be. So, well, I thought, what? I just thought he might be trying to fix us up. Us? She seemed to freeze in place, everything running across her face at once, wanting to be read. Another risk, another defacing for which he left himself open. Us? You gotta be joking. I realize we're the world's most unlikely couple, but after all, he is just a boy. He watched her stumble back through herself, clumsily, to a place she could speak again. Trevor would never do such a thing. He knows his daddy's gonna come home. I'm just guessing. Why did you even say that you would come to dinner? Felt guilty after you left the last time? You were asking me to help straighten out some problems that might have been caused by my assignment. I was afraid I was a little dismissive. A beam of morning sun slanting through the window caught Arlene and made her brighter than anything else in the room. I know you don't like me. It was the last thing I know you don't like me. It was the last thing Reuben expected her to say, especially as he admired her. He felt transparent at almost all times, yet his intentions never seemed to be correctly read by those around him. What makes you think that? She made that noise again, that rude little snort. You just said we're the most unlikely couple in the world. What does that mean if you're not looking down on me? It means I assume you were looking down on me. It means I knew you were thinking about it, so I had to say it. By the way, those were all kind of internal thoughts. He didn't say that out loud. But Reuben couldn't bring himself to give those answers, so she went on. You think I'm too stupid to see the way you look down on me? Well, I may not have your education and I may not talk good like you, but that don't mean I'm stupid. I never said you were stupid. You didn't have to. I never thought you were stupid either. It never even occurred to me to wonder how much education that you'd have. I think you're being a little bit sensitive. What the heck would you know about how I'm feeling? When it comes to oversensitivity, I'm something of an expert. Anyway, none of this was my idea, and if you don't want me in your house, I'm not coming. Oh no, you know what? That's fine. Truth is, Reuben knew from the pause, the strain in her face, that if she ever finished this sentence, she'd be telling something difficult, something that it was hard for her to say to anyone, but particularly to him. The truth is, I'm not doing so good talking to him about this, so I could possibly use your help. How about you stop by at 6 o'clock? Got one more little piece of chapter 6, but it's a longer chapter, so I'm breaking it up. That next piece is from those who knew Trevor speak. But we'll get to that in another location at another